Hi, everybody. I had early exposure to Jesus as a young child at Panorama Baptist Church. My parents were divorced when I was 7, but Mom and my uncle Robbie, and my grandma, we all went there. And I remember Pastor Wilcox. He would call us kids down during a service, and he would tell us Bible studies, but he would use cartoons, drawing cartoons to tell us the Bible study, and that's something that has stuck with me my whole life. It made an impression on me. My mom remarried when I was 9 or 10. We moved up to Paso Robles at that time, and we didn't go to church. My stepfather was not a Christian, and none of us went to church for a long time. My mom divorced for the second time, and about that time, I was getting close to going into junior high, and she says, we need to go back to church. And I wasn't happy. There was a lot of eye rolling, and my mom would try to, teach me Bible and, have a Bible study. And I had an attitude, And then, we started going to Southern Baptist Church, and then it became Niblick Road Church. Pastor Ellis, Greg Ellis, was the pastor at the time. And I heard more about Jesus, and I heard, that, he's the only way. And I was reminded of that he is the only way. And he found me again, and I was really actually saved, when I was 13. And I was baptized also when I was 13. And then, out throughout my teens, I went to different churches, but one memory is, youth group with Pastor Guy Drummond, and, he helped me grow more in Jesus, and he was a good influence in my life as well. So, I attended youth group and went to Sunday school, all through my teens. In my 20s, I married Kenny, and we had James in 1991. And I began to drift away from God again. Ken, he wasn't really a Christian. He would just, he would go to church with me, but, we drifted away from that. And as Jimmy got older, I became angry. I didn't understand why I had a child with autism, and I was angry with God. And it's like, why is this happening? So, that was a really rough time. In my 30s, I remarried, and I was, before that, was trying to be a single mom with an autistic child, and I was just angry and searching and trying to understand why, God was allowing this in my life and all this pain. And I married Mike. I remarried, and he was not a Christian. And it turns out that he drank heavily, he committed adultery, and he was abusive to me. And, we were just miserable. And so that wasn't working. So I got divorced. And about 7 years ago, I met Pastor Chris through my parents. And they convinced me to come back to church, and I wasn't real happy about all of this, but I finally heard about the real Jesus, and he found me again. He had been calling me, and he found me again, and I repented, and I came back to him, and I learned about real grace, and I'm a different person today, and Jesus is my life. Jesus is my hope.